Scene Mom says, welcome to the new podcast from former Phoenix radio host Danny Cutler. Each week bringing you independent music, industry news, the occasional interview, and other fun segments. Let's get to it. Scene Mom says hello and welcome to episode number 81. I'm Danny, your host and Scene Mom, and always so glad that you have joined me. Thank you. Hope you have had a wonderful week. It's been a little slower work-wise lately. I think everybody is just getting more into the holiday mode, but that gives me some extra time to focus on things that I'm not normally able to focus on. You know, those little things that aren't that important, so they go to the bottom of the to-do list over and over and over and over. Wait, is that just me? So we'll see if I give myself some time to do them or just watch more TV. I'll report back. But for now, we're going to jump right back into the show. I have got 5 awesome indie tracks to share with you this week. And as always, your music news, music history, marketing tip, and some good news to share. And right now, we're going to jump right back into the music with a holiday tune I discovered from Wicked Cool Records. They just put out a Wicked Cool compilation of holiday songs. And I love this cover of The Kinks' Father Christmas by Steve Conte. And I hope you do too.
When I was small, I believed in Santa Claus, though I knew it was my dad. And I would hang up a stocking at Christmas, open my presents and I'd be glad. But the last time I played Father Christmas, I stood outside a department store. A gang of kids came over and mugged me and knocked my reindeer to the floor. They said, Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich boys. Don't give my brother a heel figure outfit. Don't give my sister a cuddly toy. We don't want no jigsaw, Monopoly money. We only want the real McCoy. Father Christmas, give us some money. We'll beat you up, you make us annoyed. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. But give my daddy a job, cause he needs one. He's got lots of mouths to feed. But if you got one, I'll have a machine gun, so I can scare all the kids on the street. Father Christmas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich boys. Have yourself a good time. But remember the kids who got nothing while you're drinking down your wine. Father Christmas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. Father Christmas, please hand it over. We'll beat you up, so don't make us annoyed. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich boys.
Scene Mom says it's time for some music news. StubHub's chief financial officer recently revealed during an earnings call that the ticket resale platform earns tens of millions of dollars in interest income by holding on to seller funds longer than its stated payment window. According to the CFO, StubHub collects cash from buyers at the point of purchase, but often waits until after events conclude to remit those funds to ticket sellers. It's a timing gap that showed up as about $41 million in extra interest income on the company's financials. While StubHub officially says payments go out within 5 to 8 business days after an event, many independent sellers report waiting weeks or even months for payouts, which shows a structural incentive for the company to delay those remittances as part of its cash flow strategy. Now, with so many ticket buyers and ticket sellers reporting problems with how StubHub operates, how long do you think this is going to carry on? The company has decided not to provide short-term forecasts for the foreseeable future, and that has massively spooked investors after the company's IPO. The company is also facing down several class action lawsuits, which are currently in the info gathering phase. Pretty terrible business practice to me. It's a very good time to remind you to not use third-party ticket sellers. Those businesses are pretty shady. Again, they are earning tens of millions of dollars in interest income because they're holding on to refunds longer than the stated payment window. $41 million in extra income. Just needed to restate that. All right, in other news, New York has just passed a first-of-its-kind law requiring advertisers to clearly disclose when they use AI-generated synthetic performers in commercials and other ads. Now, this means if a person you see or hear in an ad isn't an actual human, but an AR-created avatar, audiences have to be told. Now, it's part of broader legislation that's aimed at boosting transparency and protecting consumers and performers from deceptive and misleading AI use in the media. Now, the rule, which will take effect mid-2026, applies to most commercial ads and carries civil penalties for violations, while certain creative uses like film or game promos could be exempt. At the same time, New York also enacted a related law requiring consent from heirs before using someone's posthumous image or likeness before it can be used commercially, which puts safeguards on how people's identities are used after their death. It positions the state of New York at the forefront of AI regulation in advertising and rights of publicity. I can't read today. Publicity protections. Now, what I am wondering is what the Trump administration will do, because the president just signed legislation that is going to take away states from being able to have their own AI regulations. So I wonder how that's going to play. And finally, Edison's Research Top 10 Findings of 2025 highlights major shifts in how audiences discover and engage with audio and music. Podcasting is increasingly visual, with 73% of people over the age of 12 consuming podcasts in audio or video form. And YouTube is now leading podcast listening and discovery for Gen Z, slightly ahead of Spotify. And TikTok continues to play a major role in music and podcast discovery, especially for younger listeners. Women's voices are increasingly prominent in both podcasts and music, and ad-supported audio dominates daily listening, while paid music streaming does continue to grow. Digital audio use in cars is also expanding through Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and podcast fans are engaging beyond listening through books, live events, and other forms of media. From an advertising standpoint, reallocating your spend towards podcasts can increase reach without increasing overall budgets, and I have mentioned that many times over the past couple years of the show. Now, for independent musicians, this matters because discovery is increasingly platform-driven and it's visual. So success is a lot more than just we released another song. It's about showing up on YouTube, TikTok, podcasts, and in-car audio. Independents who create video content lean into those storytelling ideas, use podcasts for promotion, and build multi-platform fan relationships. That'll make you better positioned to be discovered and grow your audience and monetize, so you don't have to rely solely on traditional radio or major label infrastructure. And I've also talked about that many times on the show. Podcasts are a great place to advertise or offer your music. It could be used as bed music. It could be used as in-between music. It can be used in a variety of ways. So that is your music news this week. And if you have any feedback, other thoughts, or even some music news to share, you can email me at scenemomsays@gmail.com.
To 5, I'm paralyzed, trapped behind this desk. Trading on my time so I'm paid but powerless. The shape of this fiction eclipses my dreams. Stuck in the shadows of daily routine, enslaved to a screen, spending the best of my days wondering, what if I put my life on cruise? If I put my life on cruise, if I live my life like there's nothing to lose, there'd be no more worries if I put my life on cruise. City streets, break that stop and go. Put to sleep by daydream, hypnosis radio. This comfort addiction is smothering me, stuck in a pile of the things I don't need. Enslaved to a screen, spending the best of my days wondering, what if I put my life on cruise? If I put my life on cruise, if I live my life like there's nothing to lose, there'd be no more worries if I put my life on cruise. If I put my life on cruise, if I live my life like there's nothing to lose, there'd be no more worries if I put my life on cruise. If I put my life on cruise, if I put my life on cruise, if I put my life on cruise, there'd be no more worries if I put my life on cruise.
From Phoenix, that was Joey Gutos and a little sneak preview of his new single, Life on Cruise. He has a release show coming up at my old stomping grounds, Last Exit Live, on Saturday night, the 20th. The best thing is that they're also going to live stream it on YouTube. We will see if I can stay up that late. 9 or 10 o'clock at night in Arizona is way past my bedtime here in Massachusetts. As always, I'll have links to all of the music that you hear in the show notes. I would love to see more bands live stream their shows or parts of their shows. What a great way to get more eyes on you and your music. Maybe it could lead to people in the area checking out a show the next time you're playing too. C-Mom says it is time for some music history. On December 16th in 1977, the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack hit number 1 on the Billboard 200. Powered by the Bee Gees, disco officially took over the world and stayed there for nearly half a year. On December 17th in 1983, Michael Jackson's Thriller returned to number 1, continuing its historic run. By this point, the album wasn't just popular, it was pretty unstoppable. On December 19th in 1970, Elton John earned his first U.S. number 1 album with Elton John, driven by the breakout hit Your Song and the arrival of a new pop rock superstar. On December 20th in 1969, Diana Ross announced that she was leaving the Supremes. The news signaled the end of Motown's most successful girl group era and the beginning of Ross's solo reign. On December 21st in 1972, Carly Simon's You're So Vain hit number 1 in the U.S., launching one of pop music's greatest lyrical mysteries and becoming a defining song of that decade. And on December 21st in 1968, Elvis Presley's 68 comeback special aired on television, reintroducing the King as a raw, leather-clad performer and reigniting his career in a dramatic fashion. And finally, also on December 21st in 1989, Billy Joel released his album Stormfront, featuring the song We Didn't Start the Fire, a rapid-fire history lesson that became one of his most recognizable songs. Boy, he can add a lot more to that song nowadays. That's some music history for you this week.
I don't need anything at all. We were at a lake to swim to the bottom of, find a little life we lost. She kicked it and it sank down to the bottom of. They said it was an accident, but you said I don't need anything at all. No love where winner takes it all. I'll see you in the hall. Thought that we would walk down the aisle of more than a convenience store. I think of you a lot, so much I'm afraid to say. Still I'm happy that you ran away.
That was Boston band The Grown Up Noise and their latest single, See You in the Hall. They are fast becoming a fave band of mine. Really love their sound, and I am so looking forward to their release show in February. I just saw today that Happy Little Clouds is also playing on that. Double excited. CMOM says it is time for your marketing tip of the week. So every now and then, Meta sends me notifications that I have published X percentage more or less of posts, which gives me X percentage more or less of reach. Don't fall for these notifications. The only reason they send them is to make you feel pressure to post more, to keep you on their sites more. Here's what you need to ask yourself. What is the importance of reach to your brand or your business? Is posting constantly, which is different than consistently, bringing people to your events? Is it selling tickets? Is it getting more subscribers to your podcast? Are you selling more of your product? Or are you just getting more eyes on your social media posts? Which is fine. I'm not anti-social media if that's what you want, is just more eyes on your social media posts. I myself try and rely on it less for marketing, but I know it's still very useful. But reach is a long-term game. Top of mind is important. Someone might not need you now, but could need you later. However, it doesn't matter if you post 5% less or 50% less or more, unless you are an influencer and that's the way you make your money, only using social media, it's really not that important of a stat. Networking, getting out in real life, building relationships, connections, finding those circles where your brand or business will have the greatest effect and impact, that's what matters. That's what's going to sell. Stop reaching for viral and post with intention. Fake ads, AI slop, everyone posting the same types of trendy videos and content. Why would you want to give all your time and energy to a feed whose only goal is to keep you on their site away from the work that really matters? Marketing and promoting is so much more than social media, so don't overthink it. And as always, if you want to chat more about marketing and promoting your music or your brand, you can schedule a consultation with me at dannycutler.com. You can subscribe to the newsletter, and there's also the private Facebook group. And I still have that special going on right now on Content Calendars, which is the basic 30-day content calendar with topics that are specific to your business, your music, your brand. We start with the strategy call, then I can learn about what you are passionate about, and then I put it together and post topics that are specific to your business beyond what others in your field are doing. And I give suggested posting dates and also some hashtag ideas. $35. Pretty good deal, I think. I'm going to extend it. It was supposed to end on the 19th, but I'm going to extend it until the beginning of January. So you still have time to go ahead and book it, which you can also find at dannycutler.com.
Aligned again, you found the light. The pleasure mind you try to quiet, to keep your shell of pride, the fears looking behind. Who's holding on when everything's in motion? And another angle on the past. And who were you but something else that you break through? So let it go and kill the mood on the road. To die again and take the shape you can't imagine. Back roads along, let's watch you fall. What comes around the corner?
Out of southern central Massachusetts, that was the latest single from Aaron Noble called Arising and Passing Away. His new album of the same name will be released Friday, which is tomorrow if you're listening on Thursday, the 18th. It's being released on December 19th. C-Mom says now it's time for some good news. Frank Turner, the British singer-songwriter, is using his experience and his platform to champion the small grassroots music venues that shaped his career and sense of community. Turner recalls finding his people in tiny UK venues as a teenager, places where he learned not just performance skills, but how he can connect with his audiences. And now he warns that rising rents, business rates, and economic pressures have forced many of these spaces to close, which of course threatens the future of live music. He has supported the Music Venue Trust campaign to protect these venues, and he's even donated $1 from every ticket on his last tour to the cause. And during the lockdowns, he raised funds through stream shows that kept dozens of venues afloat. Turner argues that without these grassroots venues, the music landscape will risk becoming homogenized with only big arenas left, and stresses that these intimate stages are not just performance spaces, but community hubs where artists and fans can truly connect on a more personal level. I mean, how many big arena shows have you gone to where you've just watched on the screen that was put up for that artist? You don't have to do that in a smaller live music venue or a bar.
Cast no judgment, reflects to me my lies. Can feel it pushing me, gravity of time. I am desperate to believe I can be something better than what I seem to be. Maybe I'll go back to sleep. Edge the world is onto my dreams. Give my mind some relief.
That was a new single from my dear friends from Phoenix, the Bellwethers, called New Year's Eve. A perfect ending to the show as we wrap up episode 81. Links to all the music and news you heard this week will be in the show notes. And if you have any feedback, you can always get in touch on social media. It's Scene Mom Says on Facebook and DCutlerAZ everywhere else. And you can email scenemomsays@gmail.com. If you like what you hear, please share. Of course, I am also an independent artist. I won't be back with the new show until after the new year. The next show is going to be Thursday, January 8th. I hope all of you have a lovely, fun, and safe holiday filled with nothing but love. Thanks as always for listening, and you will hear me again soon. You've been listening to the Scene Mom Says podcast. Intro-outro music is Look Good for the Radio by Fairy Bones. Learn more about Danny and the show at DannyCutler.com.